I'm bad at hypixel. Every time I play with my friends, they always beat me. And even though hypixel games are so fun, I never get a chance to properly enjoy them. So I thought, why not build my own versions of the most iconic games and see if I can finally have some fun by beating my friends at them. And what better place to start than with Skyblock. Welcome to Hypixel Skyblock. This is the first game that I want to recreate in our hardcore world. So let's have a little look around to see what we actually need to build. Okay, we've made it to the second island. And what is this guy? Jerry, right? And what is this? I don't know what's going on. And it turns out Skyblock is a lot more complicated than I originally thought. Oh no. Maybe building Skyblock in its complete form will be a bit too complicated. So why don't we start off by making a mini game version of Skyblock, and then throughout the video we can work our way up to more complex games. So obviously the first thing to Skyblock is a tree, and that is the wrong one. No. What the hell? There we go, finally. So now we have the right size tree. The next thing to add is a chest with some lava and some water in it. So now when you start on this island, you can obviously mine the tree down and use these buckets to make a cobblestone generator. So to make the next part of our mini game, we need to build 2 more islands. And on this one, we're going to have 3 seeds. And this one, we're going to have 3 bone meal. And because I know which chest has which item, hopefully that will give me a little advantage over my friends. So basically the goal is to get to these 2 islands, come back to the main island, plant the seeds and grow them into a piece of bread. But now we need a final island that will show us who actually crafts the bread first. And I've got an idea to make this island a bit more interesting. So now it's hopefully working. So let's see if we put a piece of bread in this chest. Yes, there we go. So now we can see out of us 3 who deposits the bread first. Oh yeah, and there is one last thing we need to add. There we go, perfect. And after building 2 more sets of islands for my friends, our Skyblock is fully ready for us to play later on.
No. Oh, no.
But now it's time to move on to our next game. Okay, so here we are in the bridge on Hypixel, and this is going to be our next game. Get rid of this guy quickly. What are you doing? Oh. No! Oh my god. Okay, so to build this game, we're gonna obviously need the bridge part in the middle, and then we need to kill him. And then we need the 2 rings either side that you fall into. And then obviously surrounding these goals, you need a base either side. And one thing you might notice about the base is it's easy to just run straight in the front and score a point like that. But I think in our game... Oh, he forfeited. I think in our game, we're gonna change that up a bit. So the first part we need to build is obviously the bridge section, and we can just use our insane machine to get all of the red and blue concrete we need. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, yes. It looks like a bit of red and blue. Great. And now for the actual bases, I'm not going to copy any that are actually on Hypixel. I'm going to try and come up with my own ones. And then hopefully we can design them in a way that my friends won't be expecting. So obviously we want the 2 bases to be red and blue themed. So let's get some mangrove wood because obviously it is very red. And after a while, I've come up with the basic shape of the base, but now I want to make a little bit more of an interesting way to get in. So now when you're attacking, you can just come up here, through this hole, and then down through the goal, or you can just come through the sides here. And I think that's a lot more interesting, and hopefully it will trip up my friends when they're playing against me. But now it's time to decorate it, and one of the blocks I want is red nether brick. And they take so many different steps to get, and the main one being nether warts. And because we're going to need a lot of them, let's make a giant farm. And while we're waiting for that to grow, let's get to work on the blue side. And for that, of course, we need some blue wood. And obviously, because we need the game to be fair, the blue side's just going to be the exact same as the red side, but blue. And actually, we've got some leftover warped wood, so let's actually go and add some detail to the red side. And maybe we can replace these steps. Oh! I may have forgotten to light up the inside of the towers. Anyway, as I was saying, this is going to look a bit boring if it's just all red. So let's try and add a bit of contrasting colors. So I might have got a bit carried away, but I actually think this looks really cool. It definitely makes it look a lot better than what's over on this side. So actually, why don't we do the exact same thing to this one, but with using the crimson wood instead? So we've got the red side, and now we've got the blue side. But for now, that's enough decoration. Let's add some of the more technical aspects. The first thing we need is a way to respawn. And you might think that it's simple because you just set your spawn on a bed and you'll just respawn right here. But if someone hits you off while you're on the bridge, it will take a very, very long time before you're allowed to respawn because it takes a while to actually die. So to fix that, let's get a bunch of sand to make a giant glass platform to land on. While we're waiting for our sand to smelt, let's figure out what height we actually need to build our glass platform. So during the game, we'll have a full set of leather armor, and then the maximum hit points you can have is 24 because you can eat golden apples. Okay, so let's put the leather armor on and then eat a golden apple, and will this drop kill us? Ooh, okay, we had 1.5 hearts left. Okay, a little bit higher. Ooh, okay, that killed us. It looks like 27 blocks is the correct height. And after a few more experiments, I figured out how wide we have to make the platform as well. And it turns out we're going to need over 5,000 glass. So while I was waiting for that to smelt, I carried on expanding our nether warts farm, and eventually it was time to get it all filled in. That wasn't very fun. Also, now that we've got tons of nether warts, it means we can finally craft up some red nether bricks. And hopefully using some of these will make the finished bases look a lot better. Okay, so we've done the details on this side, and I think this archy thing looks really cool. And also the red nether brick. And then on this side, I've just used them to make the island a bit more beefy. But now we need to find the blue equivalent of red nether brick. And the only block I can think of is dark prismarine. And to get a lot of that, we're going to need to take over an ocean monument and make a guardian farm. So the first step is to clear out the remaining elder guardians. Then of course we've got to have a milk break. Yay. And then finally we can get the top of the monument ready to build our farm. Okay, the farm is finally complete and ooh, it already is working really well. Look at this. Look how many is in here. So let's AFK the farm overnight and see what we get. Ooh, okay, yes, that definitely should be enough prismarine for what we need. So let's just get some black dye from our wither rose farm and finally get all of the dark prismarine placed down. Finally, the main structure of the game is complete, but now we need to build something that will actually keep the score. And obviously the first part of that is detecting when you actually score a point. Whee! So now we can just add some tripwire hooks and some string into this hole. Now if we just run some redstone out the back here, we should be able to detect when a player jumps through the hole. Okay, and let's just put this dispenser with some rockets in it to test if it actually works. Okay, so imagine we're running through about to score a point and... yes. So now we have a way to tell if you score a point, but now we need a scoreboard to keep track of what the overall score is. And there we go. So now say if the blue team runs over to the red base and jumps through and scores a point, then they get one light lit up on their scoreboard. Then once the first team gets to 5 points, the middle light lights up and the team that won gets their fireworks shot up into the air. Very epic. But we should probably turn that off because I don't want to waste all the fireworks. So now I think finally we can say our Bridge Duels game is complete. I can already tell this one's going to be a lot of fun.
No!
No! But anyway, now we can move on to our next game, which is going to be Build Battle. So for this game, we're going to need some arenas to actually build in, and they have to be pretty big. Another thing we'll have to think about is creating a timer that will tell us how much time we have left in the round. And I was going to say this is one of the games I'm actually good at, but apparently not. Oh yeah, and then the final thing we'll need is a way to reveal each build one at a time, and then have a way to vote. And these guys' builds are a lot better than mine. After a bit of deforestation, this area should be perfect to build our game. Now let's just quickly build the outline for the Build Battle build. And now that the Build Battle build outline is built, let's build the Build Battle pods where you actually build in Build Battle. Build. Obviously, we want the main focus to be on the actual build inside the pod. So I guess the floor should just be like white concrete. And then I guess just to see how big the pod will actually be, we should probably do the walls as well. So this should definitely be enough room to actually build in. But now if we look at the pods in hypixel, they're actually decorated quite nicely. So we need to try and somehow replicate that in here. So my first idea is just to add some borders and stuff around the outside. Okay, yeah, this definitely looks a lot better. But obviously, these bits do still look a bit blank. But luckily, my parrot had the perfect idea of what I should build. Thank you very much, Mr. Parrot. Now we just clear out a little area in our wall and then fill it up with these blocks. We get ourselves a little pickaxe. So now let's do something similar on this side. There we go. Now we got a little grass block as well. Now I've just got this main back wall left and I've got something very special planned for it. But something that's even more special is our brand new survival server, Lockblock. It's available for both Bedrock and Java and it's full of insane builds, an amazing community, plus myself, Lockdown and Gilf stream on it fairly often. So if you want to play with us or just be part of an amazing community, join now with the IP on screen. Anyway, back to my special idea. So you know how in every game I'm trying to give myself an advantage? Well, the only thing I could think of for this one is to have me peeking at the other two building the whole time, and maybe that'll put them off a bit. Well, I think that looks so funny. But anyway, now this pod is complete, we need to replicate it 8 more times. And while I was doing that, I was thinking of a way that we can keep our builds hidden, but then be able to reveal them when it's time to vote. And I think I've actually come up with the perfect plan. So we need to make a bunch of signs, break across the front here, and make ourselves a nice little pit, and then put the signs all the way across here like this, and place our sticky piston here. And now the final part is to fill this all in with some concrete powder. And if there was a building there, it would now be hidden. But say the round's finished and it's time to vote, we just flick this lever, and then the build is revealed. But yeah, then we'd be able to vote on the build that is inside the pod. But having it all as white concrete powder is a little bit boring. So why don't we build each player's face on the front instead? And then there'll be no confusion on who built what. Anyway, finally, all of the walls are in place, and this build is really starting to come together now. But I don't really like how there's gaps in the corner here, and also these parts in the middle look a bit weird. So if we grab some of our leftover spruce, we can build some sort of like pillars in between these sections, and hopefully make it look a little bit less not good. And while I was doing that, I added a few more finishing touches to the build, and now finally the main structure is complete. Now we need to add a few more things that will actually make the game work. And the first thing we need to build is some sort of randomizer to choose what we're actually going to be building each round. So if we grab ourselves some concrete and a little bit of quartz, we should be able to build something that is exactly what we need. There we go. So now we've got a random spinny wheel that we can use to decide the theme of each build. But obviously it doesn't actually work. So we can just put a dispenser in the middle and fill it with 9 different themes, and it should dispense us a random one. But now that we've got that sorted, the next thing we need to build is a timer that tells us how long we actually have left to build. Okay, so we're in front of one of the middle pods. So now we need to decide what sounds we actually want. And the first one we need to make is when the game actually starts. I've got some different things. What does gold sound like? Ooh, okay. Wool? No. Glass? Ooh, actually, isn't that like exactly what sound they use? Okay, let's test this one. Ooh, okay, yeah, that actually works well as like the starting countdown. Okay, now let's make one for when the time is halfway up. Ooh, yes, I think that works well. Now we just had to repeat the same thing for when there was less and less time remaining. Okay, let's just test this last one. What does it sound like? There we go. So now we've got all the sounds figured out. We need to make a timing system so they'll actually go off at the right times. And I have no idea how to do that. Step 1, build giant platform for non-existent redstone. Step 2, learn how to redstone. Redstone. Step 3, spend ages building redstone and realize it doesn't even work. What? Why did that go off? Step 5, spend 2 hours figuring out why you're an idiot and eventually get the redstone to work. I know this looks like a complete mess of redstone, but when we press this button, hopefully everything should work. So let's cover it back up and then let's test it. And by some miracle, everything worked exactly as it was meant to. Let's go! Oh my god, I can't believe it actually worked. And now that that's sorted, our build battle is finally complete. I actually can't wait to play this with my friends. So now we're moving on to our next game, which is going to be TNT Run. Oh my god, this is so... I forgot how stressful this is with so many people. Oh my god. So obviously the first thing we need is a bunch of platforms that actually have the TNT and sand or something on top. And then we also want to try and make it multi-leveled like it is on this. No. What? Oh, I'm dead. And then one final thing we need is a way to make it so we all start at the exact same time. But before we can do any actual building, we need to do some tests. So let's grab a bunch of stuff to make TNT, and then we need a little bit of extra sand as well. And the last thing we need is a bunch of stone to make pressure plates. And now we have ourselves a little mini test TNT run. So let's go up there and see how this actually works. Yeah, I guess we just run forward. Let's get our rockets ready in case we need to fly. Run! What the hell? I just instantly fell. Ooh, actually, let's fill this in, and I've got an idea that might make it work. Let's try making ourselves a potion of swiftness. There we go, plus 20% speed. Hopefully that'll be enough to actually make the TNT run work. Let's drink up our potion and run across. What about swiftness 2? Oh, for God's sake. How would you make a TNT run? It doesn't even make sense. Give me a second. So I decided to test in a creative world with different levels of speed, and it turns out the lowest level that actually works is speed 5. Oh my god, this is so cool. And with speed 5 as well, you can actually jump around and it actually works how it does in TNT run. It is a little bit faster, but it is still possible to fall. But there is a slight problem because you can't get speed 5 in survival Minecraft. But luckily, I remembered that when we play with our friends, it's actually going to be in a duplicate of a hardcore world. So we're allowed to use commands and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully we should actually be able to get this TNT run to work. Anyway, now that problem's sorted out, let's get to actually building our TNT run. And I've decided that each layer is going to be 40 by 40 blocks. That means with 3 layers, we'll need 4,800 TNT. And that means getting 24,000 gunpowder. So yeah, I don't think our old mob farm is quite going to cut it. So I found this really good creeper farm tutorial by More Tings, and it's really not that complicated of a build. It just needs a bunch of building blocks, which we can get from our cobblestone generator. And then the other thing it needs is a ton of trapdoors. And when I say a lot, I mean we need over 5,000 trapdoors. But it would be a bit stupid to build a wood farm just so that we can build our creeper one. So instead, let's just do the old giant spruce tree tactic. This is gonna take a while. Finally, we should have all of the resources we need, and oh my god, this farm takes a lot of stuff. Okay, and I think right here over this ocean will be the perfect place to build it. So first of all, we need to build the collection system down here. But now we build up and build the actual part of the farm where hopefully tons of creepers will spawn. Now if we just add some water to this layer, we have our creeper collection system sorted out, so they drop out of the farm and then get slowly pushed to the middle to their death. Now it's time to build the first actual spawning layer, and this is where the farm gets very annoying to build. And you might be thinking, oh, that's not too bad, it's just a bunch of slabs. But then you've got to make all of the walls out of stairs because of some weird pathfinding things. But then that's not even the worst part, because once that's done, you have to place hundreds and hundreds of trapdoors all over the ceiling to stop skeletons and zombies from spawning. And finally, there's one layer complete. But because we need so much gunpowder, I'm gonna build 8 more. This is gonna be painful. And that is the last layer done. Okay, come on, please. I want to see millions of creepers falling out. Oh, it's actually working. Come on, more creepers. Yes. So now I had the farm set up, I decided to AFK for an hour, but this is what we got. Oh, that is not a lot. If we look at the replay, the problem isn't actually how many creepers are spawning, but it's how fast they decide to jump down. And normally the way to fix that problem would be to get some cats, but in this update, for some reason, cats don't scare creepers anymore. But luckily, there is actually one more way to do it. Now, if we come back to the top and sneak ourselves in and light it all up again. Ah! Uh-oh, don't blow up. Okay, so let's come to the middle and make a hole. And then if we put a snow golem into it, hopefully that will shoot the creepers and draw them to fall down the middle. So after adding them all in, let's see if this has actually made the farm any faster. Is that more? Yes, that is... What the hell? That's definitely more. Oh, look at that. There's like 10 of them at once. But because we need so much gunpowder, there's one more improvement I want to make. Welcome to our new and improved creeper farm murdering system. Oh my god. Look how many creepers there are. So if we get our brand new sharpness 5 looting sword, we just stand here without them exploding and then whack them all, and we should get a lot of gunpowder because we've got looting now. Okay, we've literally been there for a few seconds and we've already got 2 stacks of gunpowder. Oh my god. And if you want to see how this works, basically it's just the same collection system as before, but instead they land in water and get funneled down to me at this killing station. But if we want to go fully AFK at this farm, there is one more thing we need. Let's just borrow this from our raid farm quickly. Strength and regeneration. There we go. So now we should be able to AFK in here with an auto clicker on, and because we've got regeneration on, we hopefully shouldn't starve to death. Okay, it's the next day, and what the hell has happened? I think the farm's blown up, but there's literally gunpowder on the floor, so does that mean the entire thing's full? Let's see. Oh my god, every single double chest is full. This farm works pretty well, other than it blowing up, obviously. Oh my god, what has happened? Oh my god. Well, anyway, now we've got all the gunpowder we need, let's put some sand into our sand duper and AFK it until we get all of the sand we need for our TNT. And after a painful process, all of the TNT was finally crafted. The last box is full. Okay, now let's just mark out the perimeter of where we want the layers to be and then get them all filled in. Oh no. We basically just made the world's most dangerous mob farm. Why did I not think of that? Okay, now hopefully that the whole thing won't blow up. We need to do the next layer, which is the falling block layer. And obviously we could just put a bunch of sand, but that's a bit boring. So instead, why don't we just copy the faces from our build battle, because these are all falling blocks as well. And luckily we have a bunch of leftover concrete powder that we can use to build our beautiful faces. So beautiful. So here's my face. And now we just need to make every single pixel on this 5 times bigger. And with a little bit of magic. Oh my god, it actually worked. Wow, that is so cool. Definitely didn't just spend ages building this. Yeah, we've got to remember to light it up again. We don't want a million creepers spawning on it. Now we can just do the same with Lockdown's face. And he does look a bit weird when he's not filled in. Okay, magic spell. Make big. Oh my god, it worked again. Wow, I did not expect that. And last but not least, we have little Mr. Gilfer. I finally just realized that half of his entire face is just hat. Bro's got a big forehead. But anyway, magic make Gilf fill this whole place. Bam. But yes, finally, all 3 of our layers are complete, and It looks so funny. Big me. But now here is where we encounter another problem. So we're back in our creative test world, so I can show you what it is. So obviously we run over the layers of TNT, but then... Oh my god. Yeah, that happens. But because once again, when we're playing the game, it will be in a duplicate world, we can use some command blocks to make the game actually work. So we put repeat and needs redstone, and then this command, bam. And now if we run across, every time a TNT is lit, it just instantly disappears. But now that's sorted, the next thing we need to work on is the walls of our TNT run. And I think I've had a pretty cool idea. So if we build ourselves something like this on every single side, then we can make it look like the entire thing is inside a giant block of TNT. But to do, we're gonna need a bunch of resources, and to be fair, most of it is concrete, which we can just get from our concrete machines. But then a massive part of it is also red wool, so we're gonna have to dye up more of our sheep and get shearing them. I'm to get naked. Oh, that's a bit weird. But I don't quite think this little farm is gonna be big enough, because we need over 2,000 red wool. So let's expand our sheep pen a bit. After ages of shearing and breeding, we finally have all of the red wool that we should need. I never want to hear another sheep again. Die. And while I was waiting for the sheep, I was collecting all the other resources we need. So now let's get building our TNT walls. And we're finally done, and oh my god, this looks so cool. But now we've done the walls, we need to do the part that actually goes on top. But we can't just build a random roof, because we need to make a mechanism that makes all the players drop at the same time. So first we need a big platform, and now we need 4 holes where we'll all be dropped together. But that might be a bit of a lie, because at the moment all 4 holes drop at the exact same time. But I'm gonna make the one I stand over drop me slightly later, so that then I have to spend a bit less time on the TNT run. Is that a bit too cheaty? Nah. So now that the actual important redstone is done, let's get this sealed up and looking a lot nicer. And with that finally done, the TNT run is basically complete. But there is one final thing we need to do, and that is to add in all of the pressure plates. And obviously that many pressure plates is going to take a lot of stone, so let's build a little automatic stone farm. So now the farm is all set up, the last thing we need to do is borrow our beacon again. Thank you. And now the stone farm should be fully working. So now we just stay here and hold down right click, and we should get all the stone we need. Now all that's left is the very scary task of placing all of them. And if we accidentally step on a single one, then this entire build will blow up. So let's try and be careful. Oh yeah, I forgot that when you fall down to the bottom, there needs to be something to kill you. So let's quickly fix that. And with that, our TNT run is finally complete. And this one's definitely going to be a lot of fun to play. Oh, no! But anyway, now we're on to our final game, and it is Bed Wars. So this game is definitely going to be a lot more complicated than all the rest of them. So obviously we need to build the different bases with beds to defend. And then we also need to build all the generators like the ones in there, and like the diamond ones as well. No, get away, Mr. Guy. Oh, we got him, yes. But obviously it's not just the generators we need to make. We need to build... No! Ah, you little... Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, we're going to need to build the main island in the middle and a bunch of connecting ones. And then we also need to figure out how to make the upgrade station and the shop. It's going to be very confusing. Anyway, let's build ourselves all the way up into the sky. And now we need to come up with a design for all of the actual Bed Wars bases. And actually, if we just follow the theme for all of the other games we've done so far, we could just have our bases be giant versions of ourselves. So obviously, this does look pretty cool, but at the moment, it doesn't really work as a Bed Wars base. But if we add ourselves a little platform out here and then build some floor and stuff inside here as well, we now have a place to have a material generator in the middle, and then we can have the shop and the upgrade system on either side here. And then right outside the front here, we can just have our bed like this. So now let's add in some bases for Lockdown and Gilf. This looks so weird. But anyway, obviously you can't really have a Bed Wars map with just 3 bases, so we need to make another one over there. And I think I know just who to make it out of. But to build them, we're going to need a ton of terracotta and a load of cyan concrete as well. So from those materials, can you guess who it's going to be?
I'm Steve.
So now that we've done all the bases, it's time to add the islands in the center. So if we look on Hypixel, we need a center island, 4 different diamond generators, and then a bunch of other islands to connect it all together. Okay, so does this look like an actual Bed Wars map? It does look quite cool actually, but at the moment it's just a bunch of cobblestone. Now we need to figure out how we're actually going to design these islands. And I think I've actually come up with the perfect idea. So obviously because each base is based off of one of our Minecraft skins, each one sort of has its own color scheme. And then if we just pick the two main colors from each base, we can make every island with basically the same sort of design. Oh yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. So deploying that same method, let's get all the rest of them done. And after filling them all in, it felt like the center island needed a little bit more to it. Now we should probably add some sort of like stairs to actually get up to this second bit. There we go. Now our middle island is looking a lot nicer. But to be fair, most of this building doesn't actually serve any purpose apart from these arches around the outside, because underneath these is where the emerald generators are actually going to go. So if we do something like this, and then down in the middle here, we need ourselves some emerald blocks, which luckily we can get almost an infinite supply of from our emerald farm. So let's go down here and place ourselves some emeralds. Now we just need to add the actual redstone that will dispense emeralds up to the surface. Okay, so obviously when we're setting this up properly, we'll change the timings and everything, but this is just to see if this actually works. So let's press this, and yes, it's actually working. So with our emerald gen set up, I wanted to make it a bit more obvious where it was. So if we gather up a bunch of different green blocks, we can build a giant emerald. And yeah, I don't think you're gonna miss it now. So let's just repeat the same thing for all the other emerald generators, and with that, our center island is fully complete. So now that emerald generators were done, I wanted to do the exact same thing for the diamond ones, but we had one small problem. They were gonna need a lot of diamonds. So I stole a bunch from our rich pile, and then to get the rest, we had to go mining. Ooh, diamond. Finally, that should hopefully be enough. So let's head back and use them all on building some giant diamonds. So with that done, that should be the structure of the middle islands pretty much complete. So now it's time to move on to the bases that actually make bedwars playable. So first of all, let's just make a place where the iron and gold generator will be. And then either side is where the upgrade station and the shop is going to go. And after a bit of confusing redstone, the shop should hopefully be working. So at the moment, we can't access any of the items. And then say we put some iron in, now this chest is opened up. And then for the upgrade station, we're just going to do the exact same thing again, but for diamonds and emeralds instead. So now that that's finally done, the next thing is to make a place where you actually respawn. So I made a little room above with a respawn bed, and then down out the front here is where the actual bed you need to protect is going to go. But obviously if we break this one, you can just keep respawning in the bed up there. But with a bit of redstone, we can link the beds together so that when one is broken, the other one gets blown up. And after adding an armor dispensing system, the entire base should now be fully complete. Now we just need to do that 3 more times. And after finally getting them all complete, now I had the task of getting all of the resource generators to produce the right amount of items. And after a lot of confusing redstone, I finally got them all to work. Yes, oh my god, it's actually working. But next, we're faced with a very strange problem. We somehow need to get a redstone signal between the islands. And the only way I can think of to do that involves these guys, skulk sensors. So let's try not to summon a warden. And now that we've got those, we also need some amethyst shards. And when we combine these, we get ourselves some calibrated skulk sensors. And now if we set it up right, we should be able to use these to send a signal between the islands. Okay, so we've calibrated the sensor, and now it's listening out for a trapdoor closing. So if we flick this trapdoor, it should activate the dispenser. Oh my god, yes, that actually worked. So now we figured that out, let's connect every single island to the same network. So now with the flick of this one lever, it should activate the emerald generator, the diamond one, and the one inside the base. Oh yes, the base one's working. And come on, diamond. Yes. And finally, the emerald one's working too. So everything's fully wired up, all the timings are set, and everything seems to be working. There's just one final thing I want to add before this game is finished, and that is our sneaky little advantage. So on top of the respawn rooms, I'm going to put a secret chest that you can only access by pressing a very specific button. And inside the chest, I'm going to put some cool items that you can't get from the shop. And hopefully that will help me win. But with that, every single game is now complete. So all that's left to do is to play them. 3, 2, 1, go!
Is now a good time to confess I don't know how to make a cobblestone generator?
I think it's like that, and then bang, lava.
Okay, I've gone for wood first. You don't know what to do.
Is this gonna work? No, I made obsidian. I'm screwed!
You're screwed! Surely you might be able to...
You might be able to use your dirt to do something.
Oh, I fell off.
Oh,
he's out of it.
Well, Gil's out.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. It's kind of rigged, because I don't know which chest to go to.
Ah, you just have to wait until you see me start bridging.
Yeah, I know. That's so sweet.
Has he started building?
No.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
GamerZ has done it.
Okay, plant the seeds.
Oh, why the... Oh, no.
What happened?
I messed up big time. Oh, wait, no. I need one more stick. Yes!
Did you use all your stuff so you couldn't make a hoe?
Yeah.
He's going. GamerZ isn't far behind him.
Yes.
Lockdown's made it.
No. Oh no. I messed up.
Okay, now we basically just have to wait. Come on, grow. How long does wheat take to grow? I didn't think of this.
40 minutes. You bought.
What? Give me a bone meal.
Ah! GamerZ is on fire. What is he doing? He's stood next to water.
Stood next to water and died.
You got one that's basically done.
I've got one that's done in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, oh no.
GamerZ.
Oh! Oh! Yes!
No!
Go, go, go! Yes!
There we
Okay,
go.
bread.
No.
He's done it.
Yay! Okay, so that's 3 points to me, 2 to Lockdown, and 1 to Gil. First round of the bridge, Lockdown versus Gil. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go!
Oh! Oh!
No!
No.
Did he fail?
Yeah.
Did he fail?
What part?
You go past him! He doesn't know how to get in though.
No.
Yes!
He did it! Okay, Lockdown's 1 point up. First to 5. Oh! He's going!
No.
Ah!
Oh, I suck at this.
He did it!
Let's
Okay,
go!
he was going for the low route. Oh, it's a race!
No.
No! He fell! Oh,
Where is he?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Even if it's not exactly like that, I'll let you do it anyway. Oh!
I got through!
Oh!
I got through first.
The rest of their game was very close.
No.
But in the end, Lockdown managed to come out on top.
Oh no! I
He
didn't know it was open.
Lockdown wins.
Let's go! Red team! Red team! Red team!
Go.
I'm coming for you, Gil.
I'm gonna get you, GamerZ.
A fight on the bridge. Oh, round the past! Or is he gonna get hit off?
Yes.
No! Oh my god.
Oh, the battle of the bridge.
No!
Oh my god!
Come on. Come on. Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
1 point to Gil.
No.
No!
Ah, we got each other.
What
No.
is GamerZ doing? He's throwing! He's throwing! But they're hitting each other with apples. Oh no!
No.
Yes!
GamerZ has got
Well
in.
done. Why was I hitting you with an apple?
It was clear that neither of us were the best at PvP. No! Yeah! But after a very close match, unfortunately, Gilf beat me. No!
Yes. Yes.
Ah!
Go.
Let's go!
Wow, Lockdown is fast.
I'm just spamming blocks.
GamerZ is shooting him. Oh, knocked him back a little bit.
No!
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh no, I messed up. No, my full damage catching my hit.
GamerZ is in.
Yes!
Sneaky
punching him
moves
in my
by
fist.
Lockdown. He's blocked him in.
No!
He's through.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go.
little rat!
Ooh, he's getting defensive again.
How many arrows you got?
I've got plenty more. Where that came from.
You don't. You got like none.
It was clear that Lockdown was a very difficult opponent, but with a bit of luck and a few little tricks, I somehow managed to win.
Yes, he saw it.
No!
Nice.
How is there a hole? No!
Yes! Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Whoa, it's definitely spinning. And now it's gonna shoot out the thing. What is it?
Rat.
Okay, go!
Let's put a rat.
I don't know what to build.
I have no idea what I'm doing. What the hell?
What does a rat look like? I'm just imagining a big mouse.
Wait, so we got 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
How'd you make its arms? What the...
Wait, what am I doing? This is so bad.
Okay.
Okay, stop! Okay, who wants to go first?
I think you should.
Yeah.
I'll go first, okay.
Alright, this is games.
This is
build.
my one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
That's
he's,
pretty cool. I
Nice.
like the rat trap.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that.
he's stuck in a rat trap, and then I built cheese because I didn't know how
How's
to
it got
use.
black on it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
hose!
cheese.
Okay.
I give you the rat.
Hey.
Oh, that's actually...
Oh, you use sponge. That's
Let's
great.
go.
GamerZ.
Hey, what that? The nose. I like the tail, actually, the brick. If you ignore the whole
No.
face of the rat, it's quite good.
Ignore the fact it looks like an aardvark. Okay,
Let's do it.
I present to you, rat.
I can't even say anything. And after a very interesting round, I was voted the winner. Spinning the wheel again revealed the next topic was
Golf.
and because one of Lockdown's main hobbies was golf, we were all expecting him to win this round. Okay,
dear.
stop. This is golf by Lockdown.
Ooh.
I like the flag. Good representation of Lockdown's massive nose.
Oh, yeah.
Golf.
Oh, there's a golf cart.
Oh,
I like the
that,
flag.
I like
This is my golf.
This is like Mario Golf.
I did a giant
This is
golf
a golf
club. But after voting, Gilf actually managed to win this round. So now it was on to the last round, and we ended up with quite an interesting topic.
A foot.
What shape is a foot? I'm gonna get my
Foot
feet
shape.
out for a reference.
How many toes do we have?
Oh my god, that doesn't look like a foot. What the hell?
How do I do toes?
Okay,
Oh,
Should I give myself enough toes?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's see.
Represent foot.
Where's it the world's widest toes? I like the sandal.
I've got a toe thumb.
Go on and see if you notice my error. Just ignore the error.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toes.
6 toes.
So it's got
Okay.
painted. It's very spread apart like Gil's one was. And then he's got sprouts growing out of it.
No, they're smell lines. Keith.
Tentacles.
Are they? And after some more very questionable builds, I was once again voted the winner. Okay, the next game is TNT Run. Everyone get in your holes.
Yes.
Ooh, I can't get my hole.
Okay, basically, the last
Really?
one to die wins.
I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared.
Go!
There we go.
Why am I so slow? Oh, I'm not sprinting.
Oh my god.
Is this meant to work like this?
Oh no! Okay, try number 2. Hopefully it actually works this time.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Please work.
Yes! It's working!
No.
You're down to the lockdown layer.
No, what the hell? I got... Oh.
I'm winning!
Wait, are there like barrier blocks or something?
No, there's not. Oh no! No, no, no.
Oh, me versus you, gamers.
Oh, we're running out of blocks.
No!
Oh,
Yes!
no, lockdown.
Yes! Let's go! It's died. Can you get my armor?
Okay, here we go.
What do I want? What do I want?
And how much is wool? I can't remember even though I made it. Can't remember how to play Bed Wars now. I built it, but I don't remember how to play.
Mind me, I'm just getting all the emeralds.
No. B-Bridge. No! Oh!
Yeah.
No, he's got all the bloody emeralds now.
Bang, bang.
Oh, he's got bloody obsidian.
No way.
If I accidentally mine the bed though, I'm screwed, aren't I?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, gamers.
No! No!
Is he out?
Well, he's got
No!
one life.
You blew up his head.
My head blew up!
No way.
Alright, that's it. My secret. I've got to just stack up in my base now.
Double threat.
You can't double threat me, that's cheating.
No, double threat gamers.
No, I've got no bed!
Why have you gone quiet?
No. Wait. Oh no, knockback 6 rubbish.
Oh, he's got... Not full obsidian.
I can't do anything. I don't even
No.
have any armor.
No, gamers.
Yes!
Oh, he got it. What the hell?
You got his bed?
No.
Yes!
No ways. Lockdown out.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oi.
Oh, that didn't work very well. No!
That's working well. Wait, how did that not work? Gamers. Oh my god, gamers. How have you let that happen?
So, even though that was an embarrassing ending, after all the games, Gilf had 7 points, Lockdown had 9, and I had 14. So, I'd finally beat my friends at hypixel. So, do you admit I'm better than you at hypixel?
You're
Yeah.
better at hypixel in rigged games.
Shut up.